Hello there. Thank you for stopping by for another episode of Clueless and Bedrock. I'm your host, Aldeeran, from the Clueless Newbie Gaming YouTube channel, and this is what's ahead of us for this episode. We're going to be tearing all these buildings down. We're going to be practicing our camera panning skills to be a little smoother and a little slower. I find the slower I go, the jerkier it seems to get with my mouse. I'm not sure why. Oh, and we're going to be tearing all these buildings down. I think I just said that. Anyway, the buildings are going away, and this terrain is all getting terraformed into a nice gradual uphill slope away from the ocean there. In fact, the water between this tower and that house there, I want to make that water go away as well. So I'm not sure if I'm going to take all this sand and just fill this in with sand and more sand and more sand, and then put a layer of dirt on top and have the whole thing solid filled with sand. Or if I just want to put a few layers, I don't know, because if I kind of think I want to get rid of the water so drown doesn't spawn there, or squids and all that stuff doesn't spawn there. But this interior little lake or pond, let's call that a lake, that's going to go away. The river behind the ridge there is going to stay, but the rest of this water outside the ocean is going away. So that's going to be a lot of work to do, and a lot of boring work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to punt you guys into the future, and when we catch you on the other side, these buildings will all be gone. And then we'll talk about our terraforming plans, and then I'll punch you forward again to see the final results. So this episode probably won't be as long as the last couple episodes, but we'll see what we can do. So I'm going to punch you on into the future, and I'll catch you on the other side. Alrighty, and we are finished with that first step of the project, and almost all the buildings are gone. We have two houses left that we didn't tear down because we have villagers inside them, and we want to keep them safe because those villagers are going to repopulate our city once we have it built. And I still haven't torn down the nether portal yet, but that'll be coming pretty soon. So our next step now is that we're going to take all this terrain inside the area here, and we're going to take it down to level 63. So let me just run down here and show you guys here. So right now, sea level is 63. So what I want to do is I want to go through the whole area. I want to take everything that's above level 63 down to level 63, and everything that's below level 63 and bring that up to level 63. So that means we got to fill in some of these caves here, but obviously first we're going to go through these caves and we're going to look for any valuable ores or anything that we want to grab out before we fill them in. Like this coal here. This coal here is a nice valuable ore that we should probably grab before we fill this hole in. Then we'll get some whole bunch of dirt and we'll just fill this in. Well, actually, we want to fill it in because level 63 is down here. And the animals are already on 63, so that's a good thing. And we'll just kind of go through these little caves and these ravines here, and we'll pull out all of the valuable ores. So all the irons, if we find any gold or redstone or anything like that, all that's going to come out. I see some iron down there, and this hole goes deep. Alrighty, so we probably won't fill the whole thing in, but we'll take it at a good chunk. So I'm going to go ahead and first I'm going to grab this iron right here. And yes, we will try to shepherd the cats out of the hole before we fill it in. Alright, now that I grabbed that iron, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to throw you guys into the future again, and when I touch base with you on the other side, everything's going to be flat and on level 63. So I'll see you on the other side. Alrighty, well, we're still in the middle of terraforming, but I wanted to bring you guys back in here because I found something very, very cool. Something very cool underneath these sand blocks. Can you guess what it is? Maybe? How about we go... Any more guesses? Come on. Think you can figure it out? We found ourselves a buried treasure. What could this magical, mystical box hold? So many possibilities. Well, let's see what we got here. We got Heart of the Sea. Ka-ching! I think we can make ourselves a conduit now. We got 3 diamonds, much needed iron, some chain chest plates, which are probably better than the golden iron I'm wearing, chain helmets, potion of water breathing, and chain boots. Yeah, I think this is a good score here. Definitely think this was well worth the find here. And I almost didn't find it because I was just kind of going through along here back and forth busting sand down. I happened to look down, and as I was putting sand in the hole, I happened to see a glimpse of brown, which looked like the top of a chest. So I was like, you know what? We're going to hit the record button and we're going to check this out just in case it's something cool. So let's give me a little tour of what we got going on here so far. We have pretty much almost half of the area that I want to flatten down to approximately the right level. We found a couple caves, like there's that cave there, which I have no idea what's in it. We'll be checking that out. We got, I think there's another cave over here. No, this isn't the right one I'm thinking of. It's like another hole in the ground type of cave. I thought it was over here, but I might be mistaken. It may be just this one here. No, the other one I'm looking for. Jiminy Crickets, I can't find a dang thing. Oh, here it is. There's a cat in the hole. Let's see if I can provide a method for its escape here. Switch my shovel. Of course. Okay, we gotta go one more block down to allow it to escape. Okay, I think the cat now has... Whoa! It's running away from me. Well, you know what? Cat, I just can't help you now. We'll rescue him later, don't worry. So we have 2 caves to explore. We're probably gonna do that in the next segment, is explore these caves. Now, probably what I'll do is I'll either time-lapse the cave explorations, or I'll just kick you guys into the future and catch you when I find something interesting. So I'm going to get back to finishing up that little bit, and then we'll be doing our cave exploration, and then we'll get back to terraforming the rest of this down. Alrighty, so we just crafted our conduit, but I realized we don't have any prismarine for the activation frame. So we're going to go build ourselves a boat, and we're going to take a little boat ride. One more. That's not the boat recipe. You need a shovel for boats in Bedrock? Are you kidding me? Okay, let's make some sticks then. Make another thing of planks. Let's make our wooden shovel. Wow. The Java version, you just need the planks, and boom, you got a boat. Find somewhere to stash these logs. Yeah, I know, my storage is getting a little full here, and I need to turn the sound down. Yeah. I think that's a good spot for the music. Alrighty. So let's go do a little rowing on the... Oh, we should probably sleep first. Ooh, that's still pretty harsh. And while we're up here, let's take a quick look around. Whoa, creepers. Creeper army marching through, it looks like. So we got a good chunk of the terraforming, well, the flattening part done. And the whole reason why I want to flatten all this is that I want to be able to build up a gently sloping terrain as we move towards that back corner. And I want to redo the coastline. Like I want to make all that water, excuse me, I want to make all that water go away and level that off. I want to make all this water up to here. So that's all solid line across there, go away. And get rid of all this water, level it off, and get rid of all that water and level it off. That should give me quite a bit more room for building. And that should also make it easier to kind of get like a natural layout. And like right there, I want to build a pier going out that way. towards that sandbar over there for ships to dock at, and then possibly even build a nice big merchant ship. Thinking maybe like a galleon or something like that. Alright, first we gotta adjust our sounds. It's early in the morning as I'm recording this, and I've only had 1 cup of coffee, so bear with me here. It's currently 5:36 a.m. my time. Yeah. I tend to get up early though, so. Alrighty, creepers, you just stay over there. I won't bother you if you don't bother me. And do not blow a hole inside of my tower. Thank you very much. So our goal is to locate an ocean monument. Because an ocean monument has a bunch of prismarine, and we can also make a guardian farm, which would be a huge XP farm for us, I think. Because I am struggling with the XP, I tell you. That's drowned down there. Yeah, I know, they're coming after me. There's a dolphin over there. Looks like there's some light over here. Doesn't look like an ocean monument though, but I am curious about the light. Why is that spot so light down there? Well, let's dive down and take a look, see. Whoa. No way. It's a hidden cave entrance. Wow. Okay, I'm not gonna go too far because I don't have any torches, but wow, I think this is gonna be like a cool little hidden basey type area. We'll close that off up there. And then his be, yeah. I think we can do something cool there. Alright, let's keep that in mind for future reference, which is easy to find because of the light there. Alright, let's see, anything? Nope, more drowned, nothing in that cove there. Now, bit of a confession time here, I've never been to an ocean monument before. So I'm not even sure what I'm looking for. I'm assuming it would be like a green, scaly looking building on the floor of the ocean. I'm really missing Java's debug screen right now because I want to know what biome I'm in. I want to know if I'm in cold ocean or warm ocean. Because if we can find some coral, I can come back with a... is this something down there? Looks like a drowned monument. Okay. Can I get down there and check for loot before I run out of breath? Is the question. These things usually have a little loot chest in here, right? Alright, let's surface. I hear dolphin. Come on, give me dolphin power. I could really use dolphin power. Alright, let's take one more dive and see if we can find something worthwhile down there. Alright, let's head in through here. A little coral, I think, or terracotta. Alright, we're boarding and we're headed back up to the surface. Alright, where's the boat? There's my boat. Alright, let's keep our search going. Alright, well, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to cut and I'm just going to keep searching, and if I find something, I'll bring you all back to check it out with me. And it's time for another terraforming break from our big terraforming project we got going on. And if I just did terraforming start to finish, this episode would be like 5 minutes of jump cuts. So we're going to put terraforming aside for a bit. But right there, that's how much progress we made so far. And I went a little overboard with the oak saplings, so you can't see the rest of the area, but it's all flat back there. Just take my word for it. So in this little terraforming break, we are going to put in our dock for our trade ships to dock at. So in my head, the backstory in this area is a small little coastal kingdom that thrives primarily on ocean-going commerce. So you need a dock for ships to dock at so they can receive and ship out goods. So we're going to send the dock out from that little patch of dirt there that's got, technically an island. It's got a block of water on all four sides. We're going to go out, and then we're going to have a sideways dock, making like a T pattern. That way the bigger ships can dock there, and we're going to go ahead and see what we can do with that, and see how we make that look. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start the project on camera with you guys, and then once you get the pattern down for how I'm going to build a dock, then I'll jump off camera, finish it, and bring you guys back to see the final results. So let's swing by our little resource center here, and we're going to need some dirt. So let's say 2 stacks of dirt. I've been doing a lot of chopping already, and there's still this many trees here. I need to set up a proper tree farm, that's for sure. Alright, time to prepare the work site. So we want the dock to attach here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 squares. I don't like having even numbers because it's really hard to center things with even numbers. So if we make that 7, we can put the dock pilings here on the first and the 7th blocks, and then have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 block wide deck for deck boards. I think that might be okay here. I think that's where we're going to do it. So what we're going to do is we're going to come out with some dirt, 5 blocks out with dirt. And at the end of this dirt is where our first set of pilings are going to be. So we're going to go ahead and jump back in the water now that I got some breath here, and nope, that's not the way I want it. Of course. Let's do that. Alrighty. Let's just... come on. Work with me here, Minecraft. Okay. Let's try this. Let's go down the dirt. Okay, let's get out of the water so we can actually mine this. Come on, fingers, just do what I want. There we go. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to put a block here. And then we're going to put, come on, a block there. So we want this block to come up 3 high. And let's, come on. This guy. I don't know what is with me today. I just can't seem to make my fingers do what I want them to do. I'm going to bust this dirt back here. And we're going to do the same thing over here. You guys ever have those days where just nothing wants to work? Where everything you do is just fail? This one, so we have 1, 2, 3 blocks above the water. Or not, so we're only 2 blocks above the water. There we go. Let's swim over here, pick up these blocks. So I like to keep things tidy. And we will break this dirt back. I'll leave that one there because that is setting our width. There we go. Pick this up. And I'm going to get the dirt block down there yet. I think that one we're just going to have. So, oh, a drown jumped in my boat and smacked me upside the head. Well, good for him. Now he can sit there in the boat and he can just burn. Alright. Come on. Come on. In my head, I envision this going a lot smoother. To be, ran out of water. Or, yeah, ran out of water in the middle of the ocean. Ran out of air. Can I reach that far? Cannot reach that far out. Okay. Now, let's see. Oh, wow. this much failing at stuff. We should probably just, you know, rewind, start over, try this again. So there's that. So I also want to come down about 3 more blocks below the water. So 3. This way, it doesn't look like it's floating in the water. Now, of course, if you dive under, you're gonna see. But if you stand in here, it looks like it's really solidly anchored. Excuse me, Mr. Drowned. I'm trying to film here. You're interrupting a professional endeavor. Thank you very little. All right, so now we're going to be putting. Well, actually, you know what? We're going to make these just a bit higher. So let's set a dirt block here, here, and here. There we go. Let's go over here. Dirt block there, and set one here. There we go. Make that a little bit taller. Otherwise, the slope of our ramp going up to the dock is just not going to work out very well. Okay. So, we're going to make a quick crafting table here. So I'll have to keep running back to craft stuff. And let's make some planks. Or not planks, some slabs. So what my vision in my head here, let's get over here, is that the planks that form the deck boards will go in at this level. So now we need to get from this level to that level. So I think, first off, let's put down a row of slabs. Okay. And then let's switch to our planks. And put a row of planks there. And a row of planks there. Okay. And we'll slab the back half again. We have that. We gotta go up just one more level, I think. That's all we have to go up. Then we will put that there. And let's get up to the surface here. And let's see, this is level 65 and level 65. Perfect. We just gotta fill in the gaps. Alrighty, so let's make some more slabs. And let's just fill up this. There we go. And hit the top half there. There, actually, I don't think that looks terrible. Yeah, you guys may have to drop down the comments and let me know what you think of this. Okay, so we have pilings here. Now when we get out to the parallel dock, where the big ships are going to dock at, we're going to go up another 3 or 4 blocks. Meaning at the top of the ship, I want the top of the ship to be 1 block above the top of the dock when we build it. So we're up 3 blocks above the water now. If we go up another 3, that'll put us at 6. Putting the top of the ship at 7 or 8 blocks above the water, which I think will give us a pretty good scale. So I'm going to jump off camera and finish building this dock out. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to go out another 5 blocks, drop some more of these vertical supports, slab all the way across, out another 5 until we get out into that deeper water out there. And then I'll bring you guys back to show you how I'm doing the other piece of the dock, and then we'll bring you back in for the finished product. So I will get to work on this, and I'll catch you guys on the other side. Alrighty, we got the first part of the dock done. We have it attached to that little patch of dirt there. That will later be terraformed into the rest of the area. So I know it looks a little weird right now, but we'll fix that. We have the dock going out, and we've just started on the platform, which is going to be at close to the top of the ships that are going to be docking alongside this thing. So the top of the ship deck may come up another block yet above the deck, which is okay because ships usually have gang planks they throw out to go from the dock to the ship level. So let's jump down from our tower and let's go take a closer look at what we got going on over there. Okay. So in building this thing, I decided to go with oak slabs versus oak planks because, well, if I recall correctly, and I may be wrong on this, so correct me if I am, but mobs can't spawn on slabs because they're only half blocks. But because I put the slab at the top of the block and at the bottom, they may still be able to spawn here. But also, slabs kind of make your resources go a little farther because it's a bit more efficient to do slabs than full plank blocks. So that's another reason why I chose to go with that. Then I have oak logs for the support members here. I think they're called pilings in nautical terms. I don't know. You put a guy around some water and everything gets freaking nautical and confusing. And then we come up here, up to this level. And this is riding pretty high above the water, which I think makes it a good height for our cargo ships. Because they're going to have deep holds for hauling lots of cargo in. And later in the future, in probably the next few episodes, we'll build a cargo ship alongside this dock, just to give us a little more spice to this. Now, what I plan to do is I plan to go out another 8 blocks that way and another 8 blocks this way. So, if this is block 0, I'm going to do 1, 2, all the way down to 8. Block 0, 1, 2, all the way down to 8. So that's going to be 8 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 15, 23 blocks long. That means I can center the center of the ship to the center of the dock because it's an odd number. So I'll center up nicely. And I can make the cargo ship 23 blocks long, which I think, or even a little bit longer because the front and the back can extend beyond the dock. And that's not going to be a big deal. And then I need to drop more support beams down, and probably on this side, I don't think I'm going to put the beams alongside the edge of the dock. I'm going to put them underneath this row of slabs here. Thinking, maybe. Not quite sure yet, because on the other hand now, if I put the support beams on the outside of this block, first of all, I won't have any weird mechanics with the slabs being half blocks. And those could serve as bumpers to keep the ship from ramming into the dock, so I'm going to jump off camera and get that done, and I'll bring you guys back to see how the finished product is looking. And it is finished! The dock is complete, and ain't she a beaut? Hopefully, within the next few weeks, the Scarlet Rose will be pulling into port and docking up alongside her. So, and it's a very basic design for a dock. I mean, I could do all kinds of things to dress it up, probably. I know. But I'm just going for a very basic dock because in this area, the people who live here have access to very basic materials and workmanship capabilities. Okay, we don't have, technology here in this little village. This is a medieval village with hand tools. So let's take a closer look at the finished product here. We go up to the first level of the dock, and this is where our smaller fishing boats can come in and dock alongside here. Then we go up to the upper level of the dock where our major commerce vessels, such as, again, the Scarlet Rose, the hauler of cargo, the patroller of ocean. I haven't written the backstory on the Scarlet Rose yet. Yeah, maybe I'll write some lore up on it and post it on a wiki somewhere. Oh, there's a dolphin out there. So this pretty high up here. I haven't counted the blocks to see how long it is. I was guessing, 8 out. We went a little farther out than 8 out because I wanted to end the dock on a support beam, but I didn't want to break the pattern of a support beam, 5 blocks, and then another support beam. So I had to extend it a little bit past what I originally estimated, but overall, I think it really helps the design of this dock here. I think when we get the big ship over here built up and get the big sails fluttering in the wind, well, looking like they're fluttering in the wind because nothing's animated in Minecraft, I think it's going to look a lot better. We're definitely going to have we'll build some smaller little fishing boats in here, maybe some catamarans or a smaller boat like that can be docked up alongside here, just to give it a little bit more life here. One thing I'm trying to debate about is, do I want to run a line of fencing across these support beams as like a handrail? So like fencing from inside this block to inside this block, for example. And then do the same things up here. Not really sure on that. I'm kind of hemming and hawing on that one. So if you have any ideas or if you want to see it done one way or the other, let me know down in the comments section. And thinking back here on what we've all accomplished so far in this episode, we've started our terraforming process. I really gotta take this forest down, and I really need to build a proper tree farm. We'll see if we have time in this episode to get to the tree farm yet, or not, or maybe that'll be episode 4's mini project when we need a terraforming break. Gotta clean up the spilled water here. So we did a good chunk of terraforming. We found some buried treasure, which gave us our first conduit, but without the prismarine to activate it, it's not really doing much good. We stripped this big hill of dirt here, so now we have this alien rocky landscape we gotta take down. Yeah, and it's really creepy walking through here with all the dirt on the hill. And of course, it will start to get dark when I start recording again. Outstanding to-dos, we gotta finish flattening out around to that boundary over there. Because what I want is I want to get everything flat and then rebuild the terrain back up. I don't want such tall hills. I want a gentle roll to the terrain. You know, come down to sea level and then gently work its way up to the terrain outside of our cobblestone boundary. So, and then also I want to fill in these low lying. I want to get rid of all this water here. Oh, we got rid of some water over here, and I'll show you that. See if you can tell where that we got rid of the water at. I don't think you can tell. So I'm gonna eat some fried chicken here. Then I'll put the camera over where I added the land and cover up some of the water, and we'll see if you can spot it before I show you. So if you want to go ahead and hit the pause here, well, let's wait for Zeba's chat to go away first. Come on. Chat is so annoying in Bedrock. Alrighty. So, really, Zeba, you just slept. You gotta sleep again? Dude, what are you doing? Anyhow, okay. Chat message is gone. We're gonna real quick right now just mute the chat so we don't see any more chat messages. Alright, so go ahead and pause here and see if you can see where I added the land and where I got rid of the water from. Okay, you should have had long enough to hit that pause button. So if you haven't, well, that's on you. So basically, this path here is original. Out to this point here, this is original terrain. Actually, wait a minute. I'm fooling myself here. This is the end of the original terrain. But I don't think I would have put that long of a straight line. Okay, I can't even tell where the real land ends and the fake land begins. So let's dive down, take a look-see here. Alright, found it. This is the original end of the terrain. And this stuff here, that follows this big old swoop here, this is all terrain up to the sand line here. This right here, these two squares I'm pointing at, used to be water. And now they're not. And all the way up to here used to be water as well. So that's what we have achieved. And I think we're going to wrap up the episode here. I know I said I would be trying to make smaller episodes, and I'm not sure how long this one's going to run with because I haven't stitched together all the various clips. I'm hoping this episode comes in around 22, 23 minutes. I really don't want to do another 48-minute gargantuan episode like the last two were. Who's got time for that, really? I mean, I know I wouldn't sit down and watch a 48-minute episode of Minecraft stuff. You know, maybe unless it was like Doc M77 or Rendog or something like that, but a nobody? I don't know if I would sit down and watch 48 minutes from a nobody. Even one with a nice voice like mine. So let's go up here and stand in our brand new dock that we just built. We're going to flip that perspective around. And we'll see you next time for episode 4 of Clueless in Bedrock, in which we build a tree farm, we get rid of that massive oak forest that I created from saplings and really, really overdid. Yeah, I really overdid that one. And then we'll also probably look at establishing our connection to the Nether Hub. I mean, we have that portal up there, but that's not its final location. And it also doesn't link up to the Nether Hub. It links up to Dad Plays and Sees portal. So we gotta fix that. That's a problem. We need to fix that. So be sure to hit that subscribe button if you like this episode. If you want to see more of that, ring the bell to get notified when new videos are out. I try to release new episodes of Clueless and Bedrock every Saturday morning, just like the old-fashioned cartoons we all remember as kids. If you have any constructive criticisms or feedback you want to share, or just want to tell me how much you enjoyed this episode, go ahead and leave a comment down below. Hit that like button, and it really does help me out with YouTube's algorithm, and I really appreciate every single like that I get. And if you want to tell your friends about it, go ahead and hit that share button and send this out to your social media streams. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.